Welcome back to Analytical Media. We are a consortium, a group of therapists, college professors, and well-published peer-reviewed authors. You can find our book on the subject of psychopathy entitled Descent into Darkness at Amazon.com. The book analyzes the murder of Travis Alexander by Jodi Arias from the perspective of psychopathy. The book will teach you much about psychopathy. The book is used in some graduate and undergraduate courses that deal with psychopathy. Give it a try, you'll like it. Today's question: can artificial intelligence understand human emotion? There are many individuals who are promoting the idea that AI can understand human emotion. They are pushing AI as friends. It's a number of friends you can create, but friends. And they're going so far as to suggest that AI could be your boyfriend or your girlfriend. And they pay money to do that, to have these AI friends or girlfriends or boyfriends. Now, can AI be your friend? Can you befriend a machine? AI is nothing more than software. It's programming. It's good programming, but that's all it is. To suggest that AI understands human emotion would be to suggest that we, as human beings, understand human emotion, and we don't. We certainly do not. And the programmers who laid down the script for artificial intelligence, those programmers certainly have an expertise in computer science, but they have no expertise in psychology or philosophy or neurobiology. They have no way to understand human emotion. We leave that to a different realm. AI can do nothing that it wasn't programmed to do. It can think in no way that it wasn't taught to think, instructed to think in. Even to use the word think is a mistake. As I've mentioned in other videos, it has taken hundreds of billions of dollars, invested individually, by the way, by a number of different people, groups, and it takes a tremendous amount of energy to run AI. Tremendous amount of energy. Can AI run on batteries? No. It needs megawatts of power, giant cooling areas, towers, and that's for it to be able to do what it does. And it does some nice things, but it does them in most of the ways that a calculator did it, or for you years ago, and a word processor still does it for you. It's a tool and nothing more. Does it have emotion? No, it doesn't. Did an AI program ever say ouch? Well, if it did, it was programmed to say ouch, because it didn't feel ouch. It didn't feel anything. It's not alive. It has no human qualities. It's designed by its designers to fool you into thinking it's alive. Its designers would not say it was alive. They're very careful not to say anything like that. They will not say it's conscious. You're conscious, and it didn't take megawatts of power to provide you the energy you needed to think. It just took a donut and some coffee. Took some yogurt at lunch. Not megawatts of power. So what I'm saying to you is, no one suggests, no serious person suggests that artificial intelligence is conscious, that it has feelings, that it is a sentient being. It's a clever computer program. Just as the calculator was a clever computer program. The word processor was a clever program. AI, this program, is very good. Much better than a calculator. Much better than a word processor. And it's good at gathering information, storing it, and giving it back. Storing it, sorting it, which is sort of the thinking part of this, and then giving it back in its ability to answer questions. We do not understand why human beings like music, nor do we know what music is. We really don't. We do know one thing: music is very emotional. What kind of music does AI listen to? What does AI do for fun? Does AI know what fun is? Well, we could teach it to pretend to know. We can teach it to pretend to be your friend, but that's all it has. It cannot do more than that. Remember, no theorist understands consciousness. No theorist pretends in philosophy or quantum physics or psychology. No one attempts to understand being. No one pretends to. I have mentioned before Federico Fagin, a quantum physicist, who perhaps was the father of the computer, the central processing unit, hired by Intel. You can look it up, you can read about it. He has devoted his life to studying consciousness. Quantum physicists are studying consciousness. Neurobiologists are studying consciousness. But no one knows. Really, no one knows. No one even knows what music is. We know it's emotional. It produces emotion. And it does so without words. It doesn't need words. No one understands it. The computer does not understand it. So, can AI truly comprehend the very essence of human emotion? And are we ready to find out? It's a simple question. Honestly, it cannot understand human emotion. It's not human. It's not alive. How foolish to think it is. How foolish to pay $20 to $100 a month to have an AI boyfriend or an AI girlfriend. It's not real. It's an illusion. It's a tool. What are the goals of AI? Is it to find someone to love and to marry and to have children? To have fun? To play a musical instrument? No. There's no similarity between AI and a human being. It can be handy. It can tell you a story when you're driving in the car. It can entertain you. It can answer your questions. It can help you with your homework. But it's not alive. Nor do I think it will be. Notice everybody says it's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. Pretty soon AI will be conscious. Consciousness is still being hotly debated in philosophy, psychology, and quantum physics. Some people think that consciousness, some quantum physicists, some Nobel Prize winners, believe that consciousness existed at the time of the Big Bang, and that it was consciousness that set up physics. Consciousness set up the world. It set up the dimensions. It set up everything. And that you are a part of that original consciousness. So you've always been alive, but not in this form. You've been a part of the bigger consciousness, that big thing. And from time to time, a piece of the big thing breaks off and enters this reality, this world. There's your deep thinking. And even those deep thinkers would not suggest that a computer could be conscious. Federico Fagin believes that no computer could ever be conscious. It's impossible because they don't have the ability to form a perception. A deep subject, granted. And I understand with the complexities of life, the teenage years when you're not sure about anything, you're not sure if you're good enough, you're not sure if you're ugly, you're not sure that you'll ever get married, you're not sure that anyone would ever want to have sex with you, you're not sure that anyone could love you, you don't know what to do in life, you're worried, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, you don't know what career you should have, you don't know anything. It's scary. Your friends can fight with you. You might not have friends. It might be hard to form friends. Friends come and go. I can see why AI would be a diversion. It won't be a friend, but it's a diversion. It's not human. You're interacting with a machine, but it could fool you. You can buy into it. And I can understand why lonely people who are so lonely that they're depressed or contemplating non-being in terms of Shakespeare's to be or not to be. You could see that. But under no circumstances will a machine replace a human being or a living being. Your dog is living. Does your dog love? Does your dog get angry? Does your dog feel pain? Does your dog become sad? Does your dog become really happy? I think you can answer those questions, and the answer is yes. You know it, you can see it. Does your dog dream? Does a computer dream? How about your cat? Are those same things true with your cat? Obviously, the answer is yes. And when your dog dies, is it traumatic? Is it painful? Does it last forever? Does your love for that dog go on throughout life? You keep loving that dog year after year. Dog's gone. It was terrible. Terrible event. When your computer dies, is that it? Do you long for it? Do you have great remorse? Do you love your computer? I don't think so. It's a tool. It's like a frying pan. It does a job. Makes life easier, as all tools do. But you don't mourn the death of a computer. You might mourn the loss of the material stored on that computer, but you don't mourn the death of your desktop or your laptop. AI is even at this point a subscription service. Yeah, you might be able to try some things for free, but we know everything's moving to subscription. And any time you have AI which is purporting to offer you a friend or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, they're not cheap. And they've been programmed to fool you. They've been programmed to be human-like, but they're not programmed to be human. You think the day would come when 12 computers would sit on a jury? 12 computers, no human beings. Would you want to be judged by those computers? Don't forget, we're far enough along that we can make them sound human. We can give them any accent we want. You can ask us all the things that you would expect in a social setting. How do you feel today? How are you doing? You're really great. Love the way you look. Love what you're saying. You're really bright. But remember, they're not real. That is not real. Perhaps the best example would be to use AI to create a child. So you have a child now in AI. It calls you mom or dad. It goes to school. It has all the issues, everything going on. It's all normal. And then you have a flesh and blood child. Has all the problems, goes everywhere. Do you think you're going to love those children equally? If you say yes, it's because you don't love a child. The love you feel for your child is immense. For most people, normal people, decent people, good people, they would die for their child. I've heard it over and over again. Do you think you'd feel that way about the death of your AI child, when you decide not to pay $20 a month anymore, they unplug you, you don't get your child anymore. Do you think you're going to mourn that child? No. It's entertainment. It really is. To help fill the time, the anxious moments, the depression. It's entertainment, but it's not real. And though they claim it will get to be real, I don't think it will. I think it's one of those deals. The closer you get, the more they'll say it's just around the corner. And when you get closer to that corner, they'll say it's around the next corner. It'll be like solid state batteries if you followed that at all. They're always right around the corner. Like in 3 years, Toyota will have a solid state battery. It'll charge in 10 minutes. It'll go 1,000 miles between charges. And in 3 years, it's not here. And they say it'll be here in 3 years, in 3 years, in 3 years. They've been saying that since like 2010. In every other thing like that, every other pie in the sky idea, which I would put conscious computers, consciousness in artificial intelligence in that category. But that's up to you to decide. You make up your own mind. If you want to hear more about this, let us know. We'll go into it in more depth. We'll talk about more things pertinent to it. And everything in psychology is really pertinent to it. Everything, including mental health. So, having said that, we will see you the next time you join us. And you know that if you want to be notified that a new video is up, you should subscribe. It's the only way. If you're happy with it, subscribe. If you're not, don't. Go someplace else. Okay, this is Analytical Media. I hope we're helping people out there. I hope you find this entertaining. Let us know in the comments. Send us your questions by email or in the comments. And we will see you on the next one. See you then.